They took my voice away, Narin.
I know.
But you gave me a voice.
I gave you a voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't think I had such influence over a Tinky Winky.
No. Well, you did. And if only my Plenty of Fish dates went as well as this interview.
Oh, thank you.
That's okay. That was probably
uncomfortable
sexual harassment
now.
to the workplace, isn't it? Or I'll lose my job as an MP in 30 years' time.
Dave.
It's alright. I don't mind. It's funny.
Hello, I'm Narin Oz. Stop laughing at me. Keep rolling. I'm Narin Oz. I'm here at the EECom Festival with Dave Thompson. Is that your name?
It is.
Just to confirm that is his name, because I've been getting it wrong in the previous videos.
Unless you're a police officer.
Hallelujah! Yeah, exactly. I'll be a bad police officer.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be Dave Thompson.
No, you'd be incognito.
That's right, yeah.
What would your alias name be if you're on the run from the police?
I've never had to think of that, and I hope I never do, but maybe Mr. Smith?
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because there's loads of Smiths, isn't there?
And
Dave is quite like a common name as well, isn't
Dave
it?
is a very common name.
So, hello, Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the name, David. Yeah. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in this festival?
Yeah, well, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
And I married a Hungarian woman and had two little Hungarian girls with the Hungarian woman, and then got divorced. But I have a big connection with Hungary because I go over to Budapest in Hungary and I perform over there a lot. And so Radu Isaac, when he was organising this festival.com, the Eastern European Festival, he approached me to source some Hungarian comedians.
Okay.
So I contacted a couple of Hungarian comedians I knew.
Yep.
And they were very happy to come over here. One of them is here for the first time ever in her life in England.
What's her name?
Kitty Nagy.
Okay.
In Hungarian, you say the surname first, so in Hungarian it would be Nagy Kitty, but we would say Kitty Nagy. And because I wanted to be involved in a show as well, I performed in Hungarian, but because my Hungarian isn't actually fluent, I did my clown character, who's called Naughty the Clown, and in Hungarian that is Csacska Bohác.
Can I pronounce that? So, say that again.
I struggle with it. Csacska Bohác. Csacska Bohác.
Csacska Bohác.
Naughty Clown.
Naughty Clown.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I performed 14 minutes on stage. I timed it as Csacska Bohác.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to pronounce, but once you get your head, what's going on here? Oh, okay. We've got the barman. Or you're not barman, are you?
Yeah.
You are. We've got the barman. Put your hands together for the barman.
Hooray!
Hey. Okay. So you do clown, or you did do clown.
So I did clown tonight.
Okay.
Normally it's a research and development area where I just do it at sort of open mic nights and stuff because I don't have any commercial concern. It's just me experimenting and doing a creative thing without any worries about whether it's going to sell or not. Whereas when I do my stand-up comedy, whilst it is also my creative form of self-expression, I'm aware that I need to get rebooked if I can at every gig I do because I have overheads, paying maintenance payments to my ex-wife, paying the mortgage that I now have as a result of having been divorced and running a car, all that stuff. So as it's my livelihood, I need to make my comedy as a stand-up funny but also commercially viable.
And commercially viable.
Yeah.
Viability.
Whereas the clown is my research and development.
I want to talk about clown because I do clown as well.
I thought you did because you were leaving the off the beginning of clown, and that's a sure sign of someone who's studied with Gaulier in Paris.
Yes. So, could you explain what clown is? Because a lot of the time when I tell someone I do clown, they just think big shoes, kids show, juggling.
Yeah. Well, a clown doesn't mean a clown costume. Ronald McDonald is an actor wearing a clown costume. He's not a clown. Whereas some of the greatest clowns weren't wearing clown costume. Rick Mayall, Eric Morecambe.
But it is more kind of Buffon, I thought. Is it Rick Mayall?
Well, yeah, Buffon and clown are sort of similar but not the same.
What's the difference?
Well, Buffon is a sort of an aspect of the clown. Because if you're looking at jobs on the whole, bouffant and clown would be very close to each other, whereas nuclear physicist would be further away. But when you focus in, the bouffant and the clown are sort of slightly different. The bouffant is the hideous, grotesque, deformed hunchback living in the tower of the cathedral, suffering unrequited love with the beautiful daughter of the sexton, raging at the full moon, ugly and miserable and bitter. Whereas the clown, when most of us think of the clown, we think of the august, which is the innocent clown, the clown with the red nose and the big eyes. In America they often call it the hobo clown, but it's more like the Charlie Chaplin, the innocent idiot who is full of hope but messes things up. Says no problem, has another go and makes things even worse.
So your top 5 comedians, including clown, what are they?
Yeah, I mean Rick Mayall was a clown, Harry Hill's a clown, Tim Vine's a clown.
Okay, and they're your favourites?
They are.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 categories of favourite comedians.
Okay.
Favourite comedians who I know, and favourite comedians who I don't know.
Oh, okay. Tell us both of them.
Well,
2 of each, right?
Okay, well,
Okay, 2
Rick
of each.
Mayall and Harry Hill and Ben Elton, that's 3. Because I know them all. I did know Rick Mayall before he died.
You know them all?
Yeah.
You met Rick Mayall?
I knew him quite well, and then Ben Elton's a very close friend, and Harry Hill's a very close friend.
What's Rick Mayall like in real life? Because I did fancy him before he died.
Yeah. Well, he was very, very passionate.
Yeah.
He enjoyed drink.
Right.
But he was a genius, absolute genius.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love him.
Harry Hill, on the other hand, he's like crazy and mad on stage, but off stage he's completely in control of his life. He has a happy family life, he has a long-term happy marriage, he's well adjusted, made loads of money, and very funny in a different way, in a dry way, very high status. But when he goes on stage he's like a completely crazy idiot. But when he walks off stage he's sensible and gets in his Rolls Royce and drives back to his big house.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, very, very sensible.
Dave!
Hello, Narin.
So, you were a Tinky Winky, a Teletubby.
Yeah, I was in the Tinky Winky costume.
You were in the costume?
Yeah, I was the original Tinky Winky, the
what
first
colour
one.
was that one?
The purple one with the red handbag. And I was in every episode they ever made.
Yeah.
Because even though I got sacked after a year.
Why did you get sacked?
Well, the letter said my interpretation of the role had not been accepted. But I shot so much generic footage. I was in the end titles and the front titles and the generic shots for the whole series.
Yeah.
So I had my name in the credits and I was on the payroll.
Why was it not appropriate?
Well, you have to ask the producer for that. I think it all might have been contrived in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a publicity stunt. Because when I got sacked, it was a massive news story. Max Clifford handled it.
Was he your PR?
Yeah, he was, yeah. And there was like a statement from 10 Downing Street, and all these celebrities were making comments, giving quotes.
You were the scandalous one.
Yeah, I was the rogue Teletubby.
Fine.
Luckily, when I got the job as Tinky Winky, I didn't burn my boats with the stand-up comedy world.
Okay.
And sometimes I'd come out of the costume after a day's filming, run to the showers, get showered, get in the car, drive 80 miles, and then be a regular compere at a comedy gig in Bath.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was that your voice? Like,
no, they took my voice away. They recorded our voices in real time.
Yeah.
But then they dubbed them over because of the sound of like the jaws moving and stuff. And then just at the last minute when we were going to do the overdub, they said, "Oh, sorry, we can't use your voice." Or they said, "Change it, do a different voice."
Okay.
Even though I'd been doing one before. And then later on, the producer said, "Sorry, we can't use your voice," and they got an American actor to dub it over.
I see.
Yeah, they took my voice away, Narin.
I know.
But you gave me a voice.
I gave you a voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't think I had such influence over a Tinky Winky.
No.
Could you please tell the viewers where they can find you online?
Well, I'm on Facebook,
Okay.
which is facebook.com//Funny Dave Thompson. I don't bother having a fan page because I don't think anyone, can't be bothered with it. I've got a website.
No, start one up.
I've got a website which I haven't bothered to update for about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Because I think often the busier the comedian, the less good his website is.
Oh,
and
I see the logic.
less busy the comedian, the better his website, because he's got more time at home with no gigs to update his website. That's my excuse for having an out-of-date shit website.
Fair enough. And any advice you want to give to people that want to get into clown and
or comedy?
Yep.
We'll do it. As far as we know, we only have the one life, and it's a great thing to do. If a comedy show is running well, everyone's a winner. The audience gets value for the money and has a lovely night out and has lots of laughter, which apparently is a healing thing. The venue makes money because they have people in there and they're buying drinks, and the comedian does what they love and gets paid for it, hopefully. So no forests have to be cut down.
Yep, that's true. I take it you're a vegetarian.
I used to be until I married a Hungarian woman.
Oh, well, there you go.
And as I was paying for the lamb chops, I sort of couldn't resist eating them as well. But I would be, if I walk the walk, I would be vegetarian, if probably vegan.
Yeah.
But I only talk the talk. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
I got his name right.
Narin. Did I get your name right?
Pleasure. Yeah.
Oh well, then we both got our names right.
Both got our names right.
This is going very well.
It's going well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.